coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side. So I try to treat people right. I grew up that way, and the NBA doesn't change it." Kevin, he's showing as much as he's talking about it.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Gobert, he's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Kemba Walker is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Fournier in at the small forward. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Whiteside, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points.
Boy, I thought Kemba took some contact on that shot, but boy, the toughness and focus is right there.
On offense, here are the Jazz. Conley, the pass to Whiteside. Walker against Conley. Shoots over Walker. Here's Whiteside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. Both shots good from the stripe. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Walker. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the outstanding concentration from the veteran? Kemba Walker so adept at staying in control through these finishes.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Kept alive. Randall with the bucket.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randall plays with helps him get rebounds.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
To the paint, and Randall throws it down.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Utah with the ball, trailing by 4. Conley feeling it out. There's the pass to Mitchell. There's the three. The Knicks pull it in. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And that time, also a missed shot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Mitchell. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And R.J. Barrett setting records in the ACC for scoring as a freshman. Talk about his offensive package.
Well, Greg, for me, this guy is wired to score. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, and he can pass it. And I think he's at his absolute best when he's attacking the rim.
Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Donovan Mitchell, number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, I mean, he is an opportunistic scorer. I mean, he cashes in on every chance he gets. A lot of fun watching him just toying with opposing defenses, as long as you're not the player who has to guard him.
With 1 second left, Gobert can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To end the run, Conley's shot is off. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for New York. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Utah with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. They double team Conley. He kicks to Whiteside. Back to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And a chance here to check out some stats for Julius Randle.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
And the Jazz call time here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's around 31 points per game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Robinson, the slam dunk by Robinson.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by New York. It's good.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
The Knicks leading by 10. And here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Walker against Conley. It's stolen by Gobert.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Barrett. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
R.J. Barrett, the ability to make adjustments in high speed, gets his shot off despite the defender and the contact.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization is all the better for it.
Jazz trail by 12. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Barrett. Banked in off the glass. Barrett's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Gay trying to break free. Here's Gobert.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Well, we all know that free throw shooting early in his career was a major challenge for Rudy Gobert. What I like is he's made progress because he's put in the time.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Joe Ingles in for Donovan Mitchell. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Noel's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Julius Randle. Toppin, he's checked in for Fournier. And Alec Burks subbed in for Barrett. So here's Burks. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Dishes it to Rose. Noel with it. Pass to Burks. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Utah. Here's Toppin. Ingles with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now Clarkson, 8 points his last outing. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Knicks leading by 11. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a two-guard.
And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Jazz trail by 13. Here's Clarkson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Gay outside. Just 4 to shoot. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Burks dishes to Toppin. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Jazz shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Here's Gay. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Toppin passes to Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. 15-point game. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Rose against Clarkson. And it's Noel with the rebound. Clarkson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Burks the pass to Rose. And the Knicks miss again. Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Shoots off the step back. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Knicks leading by 15. Back to Burks. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Clarkson after Alec Burks has scored. Ingles finds Clarkson from past the arc. The rebound by Gibson. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Burks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Knicks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Free throw good. Burks. Matt Thomas, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Burks hits 2 free throws. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Clarkson surveying the floor. Passes it to Thomas. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Here's Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass. Clarkson's got his second bucket.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
To the middle. Here's Toppin. Pass to Burks. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Gay.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Thomas, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Jazz trail by 17. Pascal kicks to Clarkson. Back to Pascal. Clarkson on the wing. Off target with his 3. New York with the ball. Rose attacking after 2 misses to start the game. He's on the board with that shot made.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Pascal. It's rebounded by New York.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shoots from the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Knicks lead by 21.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And so it's the New York Knicks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And from moments ago, we got this from Donovan Mitchell on how his team maintains its edge.
That's been our whole story all year as the underdog, you know, and a lot of guys on this team have been that way throughout their lives and their careers. There's so many guys on the team that have been doubted.
Using that doubt, Greg, as motivation.
Whatever helps you play with urgency. If it's feeling like you're second best, use that to your advantage.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Taj Gibson. Alec Burks is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Noel. And it's Toppin in at the 3 spot. And the first one drops. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. And here's Whiteside. After Obi Toppin was able to get the triple, Haskell's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
It's tipped. And Noel kicks to Toppin. The pass to Walker. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Gay with no one around. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Knicks. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Toppin can't get it to go. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Rudy Gay. And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Randall comes in for Taj Gibson. Evan Fournier's checked in for Toppin. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Burks. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside Conley. Feeds it to Thomas. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Launches it. The Knicks pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Jazz trail by 19. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here's Fournier. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers. Here's Randall, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Randall's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Jazz have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Whiteside, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. The Knicks leading by 16. Passes to Randall. New York moving it around. Walker surveying the floor over Conley. And the shot is long. For Utah, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Stolen by Mitchell. Here we go, 1-on-1. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
And so New York calls timeout, their first. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh, my goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's Conley. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Count the basket. Conley's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Walker against Conley. At the elbow, Randall. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Jazz trail by 14. Bogdanovich with it. Defended now by Fournier. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer. If it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
Now here's Walker. 6 points for him. The Knicks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. That free throw good from Walker.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Matt Thomas. Both good from the line that time.
To me, what's special about Kemba Walker is we know the basketball skill. This guy's a devastating scorer, great pick-and-roll player, but as importantly, he is a tremendous teammate.
Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Outside for Robinson. Walker against Bogdanovich. Walker's shot is off. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Inside. Has to Gobert for 3. The shot will not fall. The Knicks go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Got that one up quick. Conley's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Now the pass to Barrett. Up and in on the layup. Barrett's got 8.
Well, R.J. Barrett, how about the ability to focus with the defender right in his grill? How about that finish? Woo!
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Down by 12. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. It's stolen by Randall. For 3, Barrett. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mitchell, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Walker with it. He's got 8. Outside Robinson. Back to Walker. To the inside. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
That's just too easy. Kemba, the innate sense to find the open player. Well done.
Jazz trail by 12. Conley, the pass to Whiteside. Walker against Conley. Down low. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Whiteside, good.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Walker against Conley. Robinson passes to Randall. Back to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
And the Jazz call time here.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
For the Jazz, Rudy Gay's checked in for Whiteside. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And a switch here also for New York. Rose is checked in for Kemba Walker. Now, here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Gay, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
The Jazz have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Free throw drops for Rose. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And he makes the first.
What R.J. Barrett brings to the table nightly is an incredible array of basketball skills offensively and tireless energy. If he can get consistent with his perimeter game, he's going to be very difficult to deal with for a long time.
Jazz trail by 13. Ingles the bounce pass. Here's Gay. The Jazz again can't hit it. For New York, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, there's a determination and sheer force of will that R.J. Barrett plays with. He feels contact, and he loves it.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight. Eric Pasco, he's checked in for the Jazz. And that one misses. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. 15-point game. Ingles against Barrett. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Randall no good. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Mitchell. Clarkson with the ball. Now Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Rose passes to Randall. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Clarkson against Rose. That one good for 2. Clarkson's got 9.
Well, pick your poison. Jordan Clarkson is proficient in the pick and roll game, and he's basically saying, what do you want to give me? I'm going to take advantage.
Ingles against Fournier. Outside for Robinson. Outside Rose for the 3. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. 18 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
New York calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Noel's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Toppin, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Alec Burks subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Now here's Rose. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Gibson finds Rose. Kicks it out to Gibson. 6 to shoot. Burks for 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. New York leading by 11. Here's Burks. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the shot goes in.
You see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm. You're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
Rose passes to Gibson. Some nice passing by New York here. Burks can't get it to go. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Burks against Mitchell. To the middle. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Utah with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Rose against Clarkson. Pascal. Some solid defense from Rose. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
The drive by Mitchell. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 19 points.
You have to prevent Mitchell from driving. This guy too quick and too crafty once he gets into the lane.
On its way from Burks for 2. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 9. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A stellar first half for Julius Randle. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. And a lot of fans in New York can't remember the last time the Knicks were competitive. Shaq, in the last 2 decades, just 1 playoff series victory. Did you hear me? In the last 2 decades, 1 playoff series victory.
This hasn't been pretty. I think that's the time Allen Houston hit that shot and he pumped his fist at half court. He's about to turn 50. He's older than me. We were on the McDonald's Baseball American team a long time ago.
Man, meanwhile, the Nets are showing life in Brooklyn, adding a little insult to the injury.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And Walker's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. 5 to shoot. And Whiteside sends it back. And now Utah, fast break. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket for Mitchell. Mitchell's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Jazz. Passes it to Randle. Back to Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 10 points.
I think creativity was gifted in Walker's DNA, one of the more capable finishers in the league, especially at his size.
Now here's Conley. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. Barrett wide open. He fires. And it's off from 3-point range. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Jazz trail by 9. Here's Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Mitchell. Whiteside trying to break free.
R.J. Barrett has the kind of physical abilities to contest shots, and he is aggressive on the defensive end right now. What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's Walker. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Here's Fournier, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize, nicely done.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Barrett against Mitchell. Over to the wing. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Whiteside. Putting up about 10 points a night, 13 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Walker the pass to Barrett. Stolen by Mitchell. In transition. Here come the Jazz. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Conley.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Barrett, no good. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. He gets it in there. Mitchell's got 23 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Randall. 12 points for him. Kicks it to Walker. To the paint. New York again turning it over. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Utah. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move.
And I think for the Jazz, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now here's Conley. He's got 9.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the Jazz with some changes. Gay comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Matt Thomas in for Mitchell. Jazz trail by 5, and that one's good by Gay.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Conley against Walker. The feed now to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Now here's Conley. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Gay. The tray. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good, and New York making a change here. Toppin's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New York calls timeout.
Starting.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 1st in rebounding, 1st in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now here is Robinson. He's got 8, and the Knicks miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Gobert with the block. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The Jazz with another miss. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Barrett. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist here tonight. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Outside Thomas. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot clock leaders. 4th, Rudy Gobert. And, of course, Mitchell Robinson.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
Now here's Walker. Barrett, no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And that one's good by Gay.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Walker goes in. In the corner, it's Toppin. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Gay. They get it back, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Shot's good by Walker.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the Jazz with possession here. It's a three-point game. Outside Thomas. He dishes it to Conley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Julius Randle.
And looking at his offensive numbers in the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
First one falls for him. A different look for Utah. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for Matt Thomas. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Gibson comes in for Evan Fournier. Burks, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Rose in for Walker.
Yeah, he's still showing flashes of that incredible athleticism. Rose is a force attacking the lane.
Jazz trail by 3. Burks with the steal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And Burks hits 2 free throws. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 5. And there's the pass to Gobert. Now Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Rose.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Rose. He's got 7. Inside. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Jazz trail by 5. And here is Ingles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Clarkson against Rose. Another shot, and the rejection by Noel. And Gobert kicks to Pascal. Clarkson trying to break free. And the basket by Pascal.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Noel finds Burks. New York moving the ball around. Toppin passes to Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And it's Rose missing. Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career. When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Pascal. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And he knocks down the first one. And Utah making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Evan Fournier's checked in for the Knicks. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Knicks shooting 47% from the field in the third. Toppin kicks to Rose. Passes it to Noel. Now here's Toppin. He's covered by Gay. Fournier for 3. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Utah trailing here. To the paint for the tie. And there's the nice layup by Ingles. Ingles has got his first points of the night.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Drills the three-pointer. Rose has got 12 in the game.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Mitchell passes to Pascal. Gay with it. He's got 7. Pascal kicks to Gobert. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And oh, here we go. Rose, nobody back.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Jazz trail by 5. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Fournier passes to Noel. Back to Fournier. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And, you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
And Utah making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Randall's checked in. All free throws good from Noel.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Ingles. The 3. Utah the rebound.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game. Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Outside Fournier. The pass to Rose. From downtown. That one doesn't drop. And it's Utah the other way. Lets it fly from 18. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And Gay has such a fluid shooting motion. Effortlessly pulls right up there off the dribble and into his shot.
Randall no good. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Haskell's shot is off. New York shooting straight 49% from the field.
Well, this is where Evan Fournier has a feel for where to go in transition. Really good job.
40 seconds left to play in the third. Utah has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Now, here's Fournier. He has 6. He kicks to Rose. Over Mitchell. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Toppin can't get it to go. Mitchell outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Tie game in Utah. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Julius Randle is out there with Toppin. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Fournier in at the 3.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here's Rose. Good work defensively by Conley. Utah. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah. Now Rose. To the inside. Randle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 16 points for Julius Randle. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Mitchell outside. Robinson against Conley. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There at the pass to Rose. Count it.
Another one for Derrick Rose. This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Stolen by Rose. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we've made our way through just over 1.5 minutes in this fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Outside Conley. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Robinson. It's Barrett on the wing. No good with the triple. Utah trailing here. Gay right side. The baseline jumper goes down.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now here's Rose. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That's good from Randall on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. Mitchell dishes to Conley. He feeds it to Gay. Back to Conley. Here's the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. Just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Jazz trail by 3. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Whiteside. Mitchell outside. Conley for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
As an NBA player, I think you have to be willing to embrace contact, and Evan Fournier does it right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
I think what we're seeing from Evan Fournier is this guy is a terrific young player who's willing to do a little bit of everything.
Walker's checked in for the Knicks. And so he makes both from the line. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
Walker against Conley. Walker the pass to Randall, doubled by Conley. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 20 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Conley. Jazz passing it around, and the jam by Whiteside.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Walker. Randall right side. Over Conley. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Utah calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Boy, he's and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Here's Walker, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Walker with it. Robinson passes to Randall. Inside. It's blocked.
How about Randall with the send it back block? Nicely done, Julius.
And the first one drops. And Conley drops them both.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
Now here's Walker. Here's Barrett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jazz trail by 3. Now Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Feeds to Whiteside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Whiteside's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Barrett against Mitchell. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Walker finds Fournier. Walker against Whiteside. That's good from Randall on the assist by Walker. Randall's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Conley. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley's so tough on the interior.
And Conley drops them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now, here's Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
And that one falls for Barrett. Both good from the line that time. So it's the Jazz now. Here's Mitchell. And it's good for 2. Mitchell's the game tied up here for the Jazz.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
New York calls timeout. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And Walker's got the ball here for New York. New York moving it around. Fournier gets a wide open look, and it's good off the back rim and in.
They're so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. 6 to shoot.
Oh, you have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 10 points here in the second half.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
And the Jazz with possession here. Trailing by 4. Mitchell outside. Conley up top, guarded by Walker. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 8 here in the quarter.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Outside Fournier. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert, and they pick up 2.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Now, here's Walker. To the middle. Robinson dishes to Walker. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Bogdanovich. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Right side trying to break free. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one at the line is good. And Utah making a change here. Gay's checked in. And a switcher also for New York. Derrick Rose is checked in for Walker. And he can't hit the second.
You know, he didn't get them all, but they'll be able to breathe just a bit easier with the 2-possession lead.
The Knicks leading by 4. And here's Fournier. To the paint. Here's Randall. Barrett for 3. Good D by Mitchell. Utah has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. There's the pass to Whiteside. Barrett against Mitchell. Some solid defense from Robinson. New York shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Rose double teamed. Robinson passes to Randall. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Back to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Mitchell's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Utah.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're in front by 1. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Barrett kicks to Rose. Back to Barrett. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got 23 points.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 3. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mitchell's got 37. The Knicks with the lead. Rose with the ball. Down low, Robinson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Barrett against Mitchell. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Second shot opportunity, and that one hits back iron.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
At the elbow, it's Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Good!
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow!
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Here's Mitchell. Whiteside. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And Randle throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Jazz now. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, Mike Conley's a veteran. What confidence, what clutch play. Nicely done.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 24 seconds left in the game. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Boy, what a roller coaster career it has been for Derrick Rose. One-time league MVP, now just trying to fit in with the rest of his guys. This is not an easy transition. Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Mitchell against Barrett. It's rebounded by New York, and now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Gay can't hit. And so it's the Knicks with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. You know, sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.